Take marker. Action.
Just like $10.
Got a friend in me. What's going on, moviegoers all over the world? My name is Ryan D. You can call it Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And I'm Justin at Dose of Stir.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. And the anticipating was killing me. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. How bad did y'all cry? I'm crying right now.
I cried a bit.
No, I was
I held off until the last part of the movie. Then I couldn't hold back anymore.
One quick question, Justin. Are you sure you don't want one? We're wearing Mickey ears, guys, by the way. Yeah. No? You sure? We have a Star Wars we can put on right now and then we start this recording.
No.
Okay. All right, let's get right to it, guys. This is our review of Toy Story 4, ladies and gentlemen. And this is it, guys. Disney. We love everything Disney. And wow. Okay, so just going into this, I mean, just so much anticipation. I mean, what was going through your mind, Justin? As far as get us started, man. What was going through your mind right now? Like,
I was making sure that there was no kids whining in the theater because I've been waiting so long for this movie.
Right. You were a kid. Well, we were all kids when this movie started. You know, when it very first started.
This came out like when we were toddlers.
Yeah. So it really hits home. But yeah. So what did you? I mean, going into this movie, did it exceed your expectations? Or what's going on in your mind?
So first off, when they announced this movie, I flat out said why, but
yeah,
I was not against it.
No,
I just asked why. And that's cool, but why?
I completely agree with you there, man. I was just like, Toy Story 3, a lot of people are going to say, and I couldn't, we'll talk about that in the spoilers, but, Toy Story 3 for me, it was a good ending to finish it off. Like, I was like, okay, this is it. And then next thing you know, however so long ago later, they're all like, oh, we're bringing Toy Story 4. And I was like, well, that could make sense because also it's to put content out along with their Toy Story Land they have an opening. So I was just like, man, Toy Story Land opened last year in June. So to get people refreshed on this one last time, this is our last time we could do it. That's why I think they did it. And it was I'm not going to say I hated it. I did not hate it whatsoever. And no hatred towards it whatsoever. But yeah, I'm going to say it was just overwhelmingly just so, it was really good. It had so much chemistry, laughter. The jokes were even on point. And if you follow us on Alamo City Movie Talk, guys, like I'm real particular when it comes to comedy.
Yes, he
real
is
picky.
Very particular about the punchline jokes.
Real picky. Yes. Oh my gosh, so picky. And I could not stop laughing in this movie. This movie really hit home when it came down to it. Just so much, so much chemistry between the veteran toys. Of course, we get Rex. I'm not gonna name them all because both. We get so much of a chemistry here, and the story here really did. I would say it was a very well written story. This story was told very well, and to see the Toy Story just after part 3, you can't get any better than this. Part 4 was just so good as far as the writing, the dialogue of it. The dialogue was so in depth, and it took the same chemistry of the old characters. And then left it off with the story of the third Toy Story, and then mixed it in with different situations in this. And it just created a whole
different situations, new characters, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, I was a little worried at first because I had absolutely no idea what this was about for the longest time.
We just knew that Bo Peep was coming back.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew there's a new character, Forky. Yeah. We saw that. So I was genuinely surprised. I agree with you that the third Toy Story left off on a good note. For me, it was like, where do you go from there? Mm-hmm. And I think it was just such a genius way that they incorporated the old toys and the new toys. Yes. Like you said, I think it was, like you said, very well written. Mm-hmm. It kept me on my toes the whole time because I was like, you just get sucked into the story. You can't help it. Yeah,
no, you can't. Just Woody and Buzz. Tim Allen, Tom Hanks, they've always been at this for so long. And, it's just knowing that this is the last of the story, it's just kind of sad. And just, this is it. We're not getting any more. And it's finally come to an end, the Toy Story saga or, franchise, I guess, or however you want to say it. But, so, it really was a heart warmer. It really did hit home. Yeah, it really did. And and also, and I'll go back again, so I'll say it again, just the writing dialogue was really good. And and I was just afraid that I was all like, okay, we do kind of get when it comes to the intros of the characters and everything, we do get somewhat of a backstory, and I like it because it's very short and simple. They don't go like in depth on it. It's a very short, simple, heartwarming dialogue. They show us a backstory of who the characters were and who are they at now.
I love that a lot. The character development and the new characters.
Yes.
Like even like you, and even though the film was an hour and a half, a lot of these characters
an hour and a half and 10 minutes.
An hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah, an hour and 40 minutes.
Even though it's such a short film, even the new characters, they change so much from start to finish.
And I'll say this was truly a Popey and a Woody movie because they had most of the screen time. What was it?
You said her name backwards.
Oh, I'm sorry. And, it was truly them, on camera and everything. It was their movie. And I loved it because, we've already seen the past characters. We've seen all the veteran characters, the veteran toys that we like to call them now.
And we've also seen most of the adventures are Woody and Buzz.
Yeah, and that's awesome, and to see these characters correspond with these new ones and to see them interact with each other is phenomenal, and I loved every bit of it.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm glad we got this movie because it closed off the stories of different characters that we did not see. Of course, Bo Peep.
Yeah.
We always knew that there was something there between them, and then for them to close it off at the end is just like this was although I questioned why we were getting this movie, I feel like I'm glad that they did it.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say like it was a bad move because it really wasn't. I mean, it's a great move to push out that great content because they took so long to do this. Pixar, they know what they're doing over there. Of course, Walt Disney World. Pixar knows exactly how to make people cry. We could go nonstop with movies. They made us cry up with the first 5 minutes of that movie. You're crying. So just not like you can think about it over and over again. You're crying at some point when it comes to a Pixar or Disney movie.
Yeah,
it comes down to it.
And also too, what I want to point out to. Them adding Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele was like the
Jordan
best
Peele. I did not even know until
ever.
I heard his voice. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Honestly,
their characters were
my God, they were the best addition to this because like they were that. Of course, I love them in general because they're a perfect comedy duo.
Their show,
like I love them. I absolutely love them together.
3 minutes that I see them on Facebook, I see their clips is hilarious. I'm just oh my God, like those 3 minutes are just amazing. And I mean, Jordan Peele, he's not a stranger when it comes. I mean, we all know us. We all know. I mean, it's just so many good stuff that he's well written, and he knows exactly how to act and everything, and he knows how to direct and all that good stuff.
But it still proves he can do comedy. He's taking more serious roles recently, but he is still a solid comedian.
Oh yeah, true that. And then we got Keanu Reeves in here, which is crazy. I was like, dude, stuntman, Canadian stuntman. I was like, dude, that was wow. Like he was hilarious in it. I was just like, I was trying to picture what face he was giving while doing the voice. I was just like, man, what is he doing? Is he doing his John Wick face?
His hair is just in his face right there.
I gotta admit though, Keanu Reeves, he looks very good. That was a good hairstyle for him right now because it just the short hair didn't work for me. It just
for the Matrix.
Yeah, for the Matrix, it didn't work for me. I was just it looks better long hair. I love his style, and I know he loves it too, obviously because he's been keeping it so long. But it was really great to see these new characters interact. Who was the voice of Gabby? I was trying to see.
Christina Hendricks.
Oh, Christina Hendricks. Okay.
So I actually liked this new villain because I know before in Toy Story 3 we got of course the antagonist who we actually enjoyed seeing him get his just desserts. Yeah. And then we see this new one, Gabby. And at first we're like, oh man, I hate this. I hate this character. Exactly. And then you actually understand her situation and then what happens to her.
It's like different.
It makes you feel bad for her, and then to see her story end, it actually it tugged on. That's the one part I just I got teary-eyed and I was just there and I'm like, don't cry.
Yeah, right.
Cry. Yeah. And then I see my buddy David right next to me and he's
crying.
Take off his glasses. I'm there and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. I mean, it just I loved it when it comes down to it. I mean, it's just so amazing how Woody is so loyal and everything when it comes down to it. He's very loyal.
But he's not just loyal to his
just big-hearted.
No, he's big-hearted. In general. Big-hearted. Even though she's tried to steal, part of him, bad guy, he like you said, he understood her and what she wants. Mm-hmm. She wants to be a toy for a kid. And I liked how at the end, even though all of what she did to him, they come to an understanding. He's trying to help her. And then he lets her go and make her own choices on being a toy and finding her own human.
Exactly.
Completely different situation from Toy Story 3.
Yeah, and it is an adventure with this new character, Forky, and everything. And Forky. I mean...
Which was... at first I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I love the character. Like, okay. I loved his, like, his one-liners.
His humors,
and, just his humor. And
Trash. Forky was played by Tony Hale. So Tony Hale, I mean, I haven't really seen him in too much things, but to see a new person come into it and just introduce us to a new character along with right at the bat in the first act of the film is really good. I mean, I liked it. It felt very heartwarming, and it felt very cherished to what Toy Story really is and what the franchise really stands for and everything. So I mean, was this the film that we needed, guys?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say heck yes. But I'm gonna feel like the ending I won't mention the ending right now, but we'll talk about the spoilers on the end of this video. But the ending for me, I think the better ending is the better ending. It was Toy Story 3. I feel like the better ending,
definitely
better ending. But this was a more heartwarming ending. I don't know. They were both very equal.
So I'll put it this way: the part 3 was I'll love part 3 because it ended something that I grew up with, and then to see this. Official ending that I felt like that just closed off the book.
Exactly.
If they come out with a Toy Story 5, I'm really gonna question why, because there should not be another one after this. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't completely disagree with it. I'd still see it. But for them to have this and then just close it off completely, it's just like it.
I agree. If this movie never happened, I would be completely fine with Toy Story 3's ending.
Agreed.
100%. Because we see Andy grow up with all these toys. He gets new toys in the second one, and then in the third one, he kind of like passes on the torch to Bonnie. And that, for me, was like perfect ending. Perfect, more. Yeah. So I agree with you, but I really did I think I liked the ending on this one a lot more.
Okay. No, yeah.
To be honest. Because it is more heartwarming. It's tugging at your strings.
It's so much emotions, and what I love about sequels and what I love about them is that when they're as good as the first one, because this, I mean, it's so hard. I could agree to this. For Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, and 4, it's always 9 and above. Like, they're always going to be 9 and above because they all have their own story. They have their own story to tell, and they're all the same characters. They just go through so many different circumstances. Andy's age is different. I'm gonna say it again and again. Like every if we were to review all this Toy Story movies, they're all gonna be 9 and above. It's just so hard to
because you go through so much emotions. You love the characters. You can't help but root for the characters or feel excited when they're excited or feel sad when something's wrong. You just love the characters. You love the story. You even love Andy. Yeah. Even though he's not really.
And then Andy's mom, and then just that little snippet of the behind the scenes of that. Where rumor has it Jessie used to be Andy's mom.
That's a big old
Easter egg.
Yeah, Easter egg and everything. But
we're gonna go so into depth with it.
Right, I know, right? So would I agree? Was this the film that we deserved?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree to that. Now let's go to ratings. Angela, you're gonna be first on this one. Ladies first. What did you? I guess coming now from I forgot to ask you. So coming out, Bo Peep, she's a different character now. She's more strong. She's more a survivor different. Now. How do you see it? How did you think as far as the last time we saw her?
Well, she definitely changed, but I feel like it was a necessary change because when we see she got donated or taken away from Molly, and she was heartbroken, but she even said she turned into a positive. She said, why am I going to be waiting in the closet for one room if there's a whole world out here of children? So she kind of takes that. She survives. She not only survives, but she actually makes friends. And I think my personal favorite part of this movie was when she and her sheep make the skunk mobile. And how they use that to get around the little
spoiler alert. I love that a lot. I'll agree with that.
So I think I liked her character, and we don't see that change, but we could definitely tell right off the bat.
It's very
she's definitely different, more strong, independent, and I loved it.
And we do get a backstory, ladies and gentlemen. We do get a backstory exactly how Bo Peep left, and we do get a backstory, which I did love, and that was a great small little clip there in the beginning. Yeah,
such a small amount of time.
And that's what it is. That's all it does. It just shows us a little insight. That's it. That's all we need. We don't need this in-depth this like we don't need that. We just need a really good, just a strong presence and a strong introduction, and that's what I got. We got a very good very hard good start when it comes down to the beginning, and I loved every bit of it. So rating, Angela, what are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
A 9, okay. Justin, what are you gonna do?
After seeing the whole movie, there wasn't one point of the movie where I was just like shaking my head, or I wasn't saying, like I'm bored, or I don't like this part.
Yeah, no. Went by quick, the movie.
100% completely loved it. I'm gonna give it a 10 just because.
Oh crap! Okay, dang. Oh man. I don't think you've ever given a movie a 10 here on the Alamo City. Oh, you have? Okay, all right. Okay. BBS, right?
No.
Okay.
I'll give it a 10 because, like I said, Key and Peele.
Good, yeah.
They did it for me. They did it for me.
They were the best.
Especially their little scenes of them imagining different scenarios. That was that was right there. Like I was cracking up. I was cracking up with each one. So right there. Boom.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to give this a 9.7, and it's just I'm so close to that 10. Like I said, but it's just, this movie is very heartwarming. It's very cherishing, guys. Be sure to check it out at theater near you, Disney fans. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to go check this out. Be sure to get your ticket at theater near you because this movie is really good. It's really
the reason why Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100.
Yeah, and I think it was at 48 reviews and it's still 100% right now. So obviously we expect that to change just a snippet, but you never know. I mean, if it stays at 100, oh man, that's great. Please leave it at 100. But
currently is the highest rated Disney movie. Right
so as of right now, yes. As of right now, but right before Lion King, right? Yeah, we'll see that. Again, Alamo City Movie Talk does recommend this movie, guys. Be sure to check out Toy Story 4 near you. I would definitely buy this movie. I can't wait to buy it, to add it to my collection.
Oh, yeah, we're pre-ordering that.
Yeah, we're getting the steelbook just so we got in the 1, 2, and 3. Like, it's amazing. Also, if you haven't checked Disney World in Orlando, guys, Toy Story Land, we've been there. Justin hasn't been there yet. But it's awesome. It's amazing. The experience there is really phenomenal, and you feel like a toy there. Like you're literally because everything's a lot bigger.
Or a kid.
It's just No, I mean oh heck yeah, a kid. I mean shoot, I'm like a little girl like just running. Oh my god, I want this. Oh my god, I want this. Like it just
he really is.
Like you're just so excited, and you're like, what that? What's going on? What's going on?
So fast, it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, like I'm just like here, then I'm over here, then I'm over here. It's just amazing. I mean, Walt Disney World guys, y'all do an amazing job when it comes to that Toy Story Land, and we'll be there very soon. Be sure to look on the vlog, by the way, guys. We'll be posting a vlog about it, video about it. But yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mention spoilers. Now, we're going to mention just a snippet, stuff that we loved, scenes that we did love, guys. So if you don't want to watch this, thanks for watching our review. Be sure to click on our other reviews, guys, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our review, and let's get right to it, guys. So spoilers. What was y'all's favorite scene? I want to know what is y'all's favorite scene. Thinking about this.
That's so hard. There's so many.
I'm going to have to say my favorite scene was the ending, the climax of the movie, because that really closed, like you said in the review, like it closed a chapter into it. But at the same time, it was so emotional. Even when Woody gave the sheriff logo or the sheriff badge to Jesse, I was just like, Jesse's face just like looked so sad. It was just like, it's a passing down.
It's a different type of
So we see Andy pass down his toys, and now it's time
the toys to pass down. And also in this movie, right off the bat, we got. It almost felt like Woody wasn't the first greatest toy anymore. Yeah. He was the second. It was like he was not even the favorite toy anymore. And but he
still
he still loved Bonnie.
So his purpose changed from being the favorite toy to making sure Bonnie's okay, and then to making sure Forky's okay, because he knew how much she cared.
He went to the extreme for Forky. I mean, dude, that Forky was just annoying. Just like, oh my god, stop already.
He cared so much about Bonnie, and he knew how much Forky meant to her, so he was going to do anything to make sure Forky was safe. But it's not my favorite. One of my good scenes watching this was when Forky gets blown off the RV.
Oh,
and it's like that whole walk back where they actually start to bond.
Oh, yes. And then he's all dragging him at first, and then next thing you know, he's on him, holding him. His little strings are wrapped around his neck. I was just like, what the heck? Because when he's like, no, I'm not carrying you. No, I'm not carrying you. And it ends up carrying him. After he tells him his whole story.
That was a good, solid scene because you see them kind of get along now. Like, it's not just, okay, I have to take care of you. It's we're actually friends.
And the great thing I always loved about Toy Story was the logic of it. Like, I mean, obviously the Toy Stories toys can't really move, but man, if they did this, I mean, right? The logic in this was so great. No one wants to be around a skunk. Who the heck wants to be around a skunk? I mean, that was just phenomenal. That was smart.
That was genius.
That was great. It wasn't cheesy whatsoever. It was so the logic there was very well told. Good job, guys, at Pixar. That was really good. So I mean, I loved so much things about this movie. Like, you go nuts to the comedy, the one-liners, they were great. I mean, between the bunny and it was the duck. Like, we never seen a Toy Story where they actually explain the scenarios. Kind of like almost like a Family Guy style, kind of where they show us the scenarios and then we laugh and then so seeing that, I'm just like, oh crap! Like it was hilarious. Like seeing new characters do it.
I love their like names for various attacks that they would do.
I mean, like we gave you 3 different scenarios. What they like? What that was. Yeah, one of them was a little more extreme, like following him to her house and just I was like, how are you gonna get back? Like it just didn't make
that right sense. There, that was like. Their whole like scenario and imaginations was my favorite scene right there. I swear that was like I was laughing so hard right when they just that build up of like they're just like she goes home, she unwinds, she's in the tub with a glass of wine, she's asleep, and then they just like come up, they're just like staring with those eyes. And like, oh my god.
The one that topped me for them too was the very end where they're pretending to take over the carnival.
Oh yeah.
And for a second you think it's real, but then it gets over dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously the scenario, but it cuts back to painting to what they're doing, and it's just.
Which is
pure gold.
Which is the very end, guys. By the way, once you leave the theater, do not. Once the movie ends, do not leave the theater because that's where that scene is at. You got to watch it, guys. Be sure to watch it. There is no end credit scene. There is no end credit scene, but there is at the very beginning.
Just a little
little clips. I don't want to say it's an end. It's a cliffhanger. It's not.
Let's just say there. Just stay because somebody does get their redemption. I'm not gonna say who, but
I am gonna say that it's just so many great things in this movie. And now to see to see Woody a second greatest toy, not even a second now, but just to see him not the main toy anymore. He really understands where his place is at in this world now. Like he's just like, I'm not, this isn't Andy anymore. Even he mentions it Andy too at the same time throughout the movie. I think a couple of times he mentions it, like twice, I think. Yeah. Because he mentions it to Forky one time, then he mentions it to
because Forky asked like, "Who's Andy?"
Who's Andy? Yeah, exactly. And then he said it to Buzz, I believe, in the RV. Yeah. And just like just to see like he's still reminiscing on Andy. Now I am gonna say this, I didn't hate the way it ended whatsoever, but do you think it would have been okay just to show us Andy where he's at, or just show like something else?
No, that chapter is closed.
That's it, right? Okay, all right, okay. I just wanted to get my 2 cents in there, and just be like, oh, should we have seen Andy or Andy's? You know what I really wanted? What I really thought it was gonna happen was that we're gonna see Andy's kids, and then Andy's kids were gonna be playing with Andy. Like
that's what we all kind of low key wanted.
But
I'm glad they ended it already
on a good note. Agreed there. So what was your favorite scene, Justin?
You
mentioned okay.
I did enjoy also one of my favorite scenes was when the toys are trying to keep the parents in the RV.
Awesome.
They're trying to like navigate. I couldn't stop
the
laughing.
Rex. Oh my god,
the girl dinosaur is imitating the GPS.
You're right.
And I love her in Bob's Burger. I love her, and I love her voice.
She's the wow! I didn't know that. Oh, snap! Okay, that's good to know.
And she is hysterical in that, and she's just as funny in this one as the girl dinosaur, and she's the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing, and then also with Forky's special task of keeping the door locked.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that was hilarious. I loved it. He was like, "What the?" And it was just funny because even when Jesse blew out the tire, that was hilarious. He's all like, "Oh my!" Like the adults are just like,
"It's like, come on, Daddy's gonna say some bad words."
Yeah, exactly. and that's the logic of it because that's what we do, as humans. It was just so on point. This movie was Pixar. They really do their homework every single time, and they do their homework plus extra credit. Like it's amazing. I love it, and I mean,
so something I liked a little bit more about this Toy Story 4 from Part 3 was the amount of like time for the actual human people, the amount of screen time for them, you know, we saw a lot more interaction with them and everything, you know, compared to all the other ones.
Exactly. Especially with the parents.
Especially with the parents. Like, you know, usually they wouldn't show their whole face, you know. They show like right there. Or, you know.
This time we got their full on. We got everything. We saw exactly who they were. And you know, and I love that too, because it really did show us a different aspect of it. Showed us a different point of view when it comes down to it with the Toy Story. You know, just it showed us a lot of things that they didn't show us in the first two. And you know, because like you said, they did cut out their face every now and then. So it just, and to see this though, I loved it a lot. And I loved every bit of it. I
also love the message of the whole movie. You know, I mean, the way I interpreted the message was, you know, never settle. There's more out there than what you're used to.
Ambition. You know? That's what it comes down to. Hit that subscribe button. Ambition.
Are there any scenes that made you sad or?
Well, you know, the climax of the movie.
Let's talk about Bonnie's. Right there, Bonnie's scene right there, her ending. So, you know, we have the main antagonist, Bonnie. Why am I saying Bonnie?
Gabby.
Gabby. Yeah. We get her scene, which made me, you know, like that made me tear up big time. Yeah. Because we see their, you know, I kind of figured, I was like, oh, maybe Woody's gonna like try and be like, oh, come with us, you know, and everything. Which I was like, that's kind of, you know, that's kind of typical, you know. But then like, she stops and she notices this lost girl, and she and like you can see like in her eyes, like she sees, you know what, like I see someone who's in the same position as me. So, and
a lost girl.
I loved that, like she finally got what she wanted, and I was just there like.
And then all the toys are watching her like go away with her new kid. Oh my god!
She just she just like smiles, and then she just like closes her eyes. And like,
oh yeah, that was great. I mean, like I said, it just comes down to the great writing.
It was such a big shock from before, because you know she had this one kid in mind.
Oh, that made me sad right there. I was like, oh.
She was like, you know what? Harmony is the kid for me. I'm doing everything to be Harmony's kid. And then finally, she gets the chance to, I guess, Harmony sees her for the first time, and she gets the chance to be her toy. But Harmony just discards her, is like, mwah. And oh my god, that was like the most heartbreaking scene ever.
And then she's just there lying in the.
I know, you see her lying in a crate, and her.
That gave me that same sadness as you know, what happened with Jessie in part 2. Just Emily. Like, you know, she just like forgets her and just like, you know. Just,
and to see, you know, the director was Josh Cooley, and just to see this, just to see this director, he actually hasn't done a big, I would say like a big, he's done Roddy's First Day, which is like a little spin-off of the Disney, and he's done George and AJ back in 2009. He's not a new face when it comes to Disney, but to see him direct a big franchise movie to Disney and Pixar, to trust him with this, it really does show a lot. And yeah, this is I could say this is one of his best takes so far as a director of it. And yeah, I would say the direction of this movie was so well. The character development was on point. It was phenomenal. I loved every bit of it. But yeah, anything else, guys, you want to mention?
Of course, they do give recognition to, of course, for both the gentlemen who passed away as well. They gave, of course, their you know, their recognition and everything for it. So my question is, the last line, you know, said by Woody. Well, technically both Woody and Buzz. So what do you think was better, the last saying for Toy Story 4 or Part 3? Where Woody goes, so long, partner, and then like, or Toy Story 4 where they go to infinity and beyond.
Oh man, that's a hard question, because I'm just like,
that kind of gave me chills right there.
Emotionally, the most heartwarming one and one that made me cry more is probably going to be the Part 3, when Andy's leaving and everything, and because Andy kind of looks back in his review mirror, and he just like, it feels like Woody, and it just feels like Woody. I mean, it looks like the toys and are staring right at Andy, and to see that heartwarming, to see him go away, and the music and everything, I would say that's the really hard tearjerker. But at the same time, it's just like this ending closes the book for the Toy Story characters, while the Toy Story 3 closed the book for Andy, I would say. And that's a really good, and it was Mr. Potato Head, rest in peace, Don Pickles, by the way. So yeah.
Rickles.
Rickles. I'm sorry.
I was like,
what?
Excuse me. No.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, for me, I have to disagree with you. I think I like the line between Buzz and Woody and Toy Story 4 because, I mean, growing up, watching the films 1, 2, 3, we see Andy get older. It was bound to happen. Yeah. They knew it, and they even knew it. They knew that their time with Andy was limited. Yeah. But we always knew that these toys would be together as much as they can. And to see Woody and to see Buzz finally make that peace and separate, that was more of a tearjerker for me. Yeah. Because they've been bonded for so long. They're toys. I mean, you would think that they would be... You know that Andy, their relationship with their human's going to go. Yeah. But and they even got a new human, Bonnie. Yeah. So they can continue being friends, but they realize that their times were separate now. It's time, and that was like, oh my god, I lost it. Yeah. I held my cool together, and then that scene, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say though, I did love how Woody and Bo Peep ended together. Like they're just together, helping toys out too. Like at the same time,
and that's the thing. Like
that was great.
They knew it was time, and they each have their own new missions. Yeah. Now.
And it's great because Woody gets to fulfill what you always wanted, you know, just to give other people a chance to have the feelings that he had so many years with Andy.
Well, yeah, he's always been like, he's always wanted to help toys. Yeah. Like, we've seen him change so much from the first one. Yeah. Now
no toy left behind.
Yeah. So I love that him and Bo Peep
unless he's in an argument with Bo Peep and he leaves Buzz by himself. Because Buzz is like, and he left me. Sad face. Alrighty, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
Mangela, that cat lady Ange.
And I'm Justin at Dose of Stir.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. We're going to give our reviews right now real quick. Our scores real quick. Angela, what was your score?
9. Only because I don't like point decimal numbers.
9.7.
I give it a 10.
A 10, ladies and gentlemen. All right, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our review, guys. Wherever you're listening to us on, be sure to follow us, Alamo City Movie Talk, on every social media outlet, guys. You have yourself a wonderful day, and thank you for making us a part of it. Stay classy, San Antonio.